Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're tackling the find unique binary string problem. Let's break it down. Here is the problem. We are given a list of unique binary strings, let's call it our list. All the strings are the exact same length, let's call that length n. And there are exactly n strings in the list. Our goal is to create a new binary string of length n that is not anywhere in that list. And any valid answer works. Let's look at a quick example. If our list has 0, 1 and 1, 0, the length n is 2. We need a two-character string made of zeros and ones that isn't in there. If we think about all possible two-character strings, we have 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1. The strings 0, 0, and 1, 1 are both missing from our input list, so returning either of those would be perfectly correct. Just a quick heads up. We'll be walking through the solutions using Python, but don't worry if that's not your main language. I'll be showing the full code for Java, C++, and JavaScript towards the end of the video. If you just want to grab the code right now, you can find it on my website, Leetcode, unlocked.com, link is in the description. Alright, the first idea is simply to generate all possible binary strings of length and check if they are in our list. We can use a recursive function to build the strings one character at a time, trying both a 0 and a 1 at each step. To make checking faster, we can first convert our list into a hash set so we aren't scanning the whole list every single time. Here is the Python code for this recursive approach. We have an inner function called generate that builds our string. When the string reaches our target length n, it checks our set. If it's missing, we return it. Otherwise, we backtrack and try the next possibility. Don't worry if recursion is tricky to visualize, we will trace it in a second. If you want to test this code out yourself without retyping it, you can go to the Leetcode unlocked.com/link in the description, so you can copy the code that is shown and explained in this video. Now getting back to the explanation. Code can be hard to visualize just by looking at it, so let's run a simple example through it line by line. Let's say our list has 0, 1 and 1, 0. We start with an empty string. Then we add a 0. Then we add another 0. The length is now 2. We check our set. 0, 0 is not in there. So we found our answer immediately and return it all the way back up. We will look at the next approach in just a second, but first I want to quickly say why this channel looks and sounds the way it does. You can probably tell this is narrated by AI. I actually built this for myself, so I could generate clear, instant explanations the moment a daily problem drops to help myself learn. It helps me study faster, and I upload them here in case they help you too. I don't put ads in these videos and I don't take any sponsorships. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Okay, approach number 2. Instead of treating these as strings, what if we treat them as base 10 numbers? We have n unique numbers in our list. If we just count up from 0 to en, we are checking n plus 1 numbers. Because we only have n slots in our list, by the pigeonhole principle, at least one number in that range has to be missing. And here's the code for the integer approach. We convert the binary strings to a set of integers. Then, we just loop from 0 up to en. The moment we find a number not in our set, we convert it back to a binary string, pad it with leading zeros to make sure it's the right length, and return it. Now for a slightly wilder idea. Approach 3, randomization. Because n can be up to 16, there are over 65,000 possible binary strings. But our list only contains a maximum of 16 strings. That means over 99.9% of possible strings are valid answers. If we just guess randomly, we will almost certainly hit a valid answer on the very first try. Here is the code for the random approach. We pick a random integer between 0 and 2 to the power of en. We use a while loop to keep picking a new random number as long as our guess is in the set. Once we find a missing one, we format it as a binary string and return it. It technically has a worst-case infinite loop, but practically, it runs instantly. Finally, approach 4, Cantor's diagonal argument. This is a brilliant math trick. We can build our answer string by guaranteeing it differs from every string in the list by at least one character. How? We make sure our string's first character is different from the first string's first character. Then we make our string's second character different from the second string's second character, and so on. Let's visualize that. For the string at index 0, we look at its character at index 0. If it's a 1, we make our answer's first character a 0. For the string at index 1, we look at its character at index 1, and flip it. Because our answer differs from the first string at position 0, and the second string at position 1, it is guaranteed to be completely unique. Here is the code for Cantor's approach. It's incredibly short. We just loop through the indices of our list. At each index, which we'll call I, we look at the character at position I of the string, at position I. We flip it, append it to our answer array, and join it all together at the end. Let's look at the complexity for Cantor's approach, since it's the most optimal. For time complexity, we only iterate through the list of length n exactly one time, looking at one character per string. So it is order n, or big O of n. For space complexity, excluding the answer string we build, we don't use any extra memory, so it is order 1. Alright, that covers the Python solutions. As promised, here are the full solutions for Java, C++, and JavaScript. Instead of pausing and typing these out, you can just go to leetcodeunlocked.com via the link in the description to copy and paste the exact code directly. I'll be showing the efficient Cantor's diagonal approach for these. Here is the full solution in Java. Next up, here is the C++ version. And finally, here is the solution in JavaScript. So let's wrap it up. We looked at several ways to solve this, from recursion and integer conversion to a clever math trick called Cantor's diagonalization, which gave us an elegant, optimal solution. Before we finish up, I want to mention I have another channel called Leetcode Unlocked. I'm on a mission to eventually post a solution for literally every single Leetcode problem on the platform. If you want to study problems outside of just the daily challenge, make sure to check it out. If you want to help support that goal of covering every problem, you can donate at buymeaboba.com/LeetCodeDaily. Also, please make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I post the daily Leetcode problem as soon as it comes out so you can get your streak done early. Keep coding, and I'll catch you in the next one.